Hi, what's going on, family? Today we're going to talk about Tesla. It's been a while. It's been a couple of days since we did a price prediction in this market for Tesla. You guys can see that it really hasn't been doing much, which is a good thing. I mean, because we've anticipated that Tesla was going to go higher in price, and it got snagged right there around $460, which is cool because we already knew that sellers were in that area. But there's a couple of things we're going to talk about that would make me feel, in my opinion, that Tesla is still due for higher prices. So welcome to the channel, everyone. Hit that like, share, and subscribe for more of my videos and content. This is the only place that you're going to get unbiased predictions. And yes, I did say that word, prediction. We are here to predict where price is trying to go without being confused. So yeah, you're pretty lucky to come to this particular channel to see all of the price predictions that we've done, whether they go good, whether they go bad. We show them here on this platform. So let's do it. So now, currently the price in Tesla hasn't gone higher, which is cool. You know, we don't know the time or when market's going to move in our favor, but there's things that we can tell, break down, that lets us know that, hey, you still might be on the right side of the market. And this is going to be that type of video. We're going to show you how we have a high confidence that we are still sitting on the right side of the market in Tesla, even though price hasn't gone up. Yeah, you can tell that. So let's go ahead and do it real quick. So first of all, we've already marked areas that we think there's a majority of people willing to buy, and there's a majority of people willing to sell. Okay, so all of these areas right here in Tesla are areas that we suspect people are willing to buy. So if price ever ran down to these areas, we would expect the price to try to stop, because that's the only thing that can stop price from going lower is people trying to buy the stock at these levels, right? And then we also have one right here in Tesla, which brings us to all-time highs. This one sell pocket, which actually did a great job, because right here on October the 2nd, price in Tesla closed down 5%, which makes sense because we already knew that we would expect more people to become sellers at that price. Cool. Now, when you look at this on the daily chart, though, one thing that gives me a high confidence that we are still due to see Tesla go up is what occurred right here. Okay, October the 10th and the day after. That was weakness that occurred on October the 10th, no doubt about it. The market closed down 5% in Tesla. The sellers actually controlled price on that day. They moved the market lower. But look at where they only was able to bring price. They only brought it to this one buy pocket. Now, what does that mean? If you remember, I told you that when we see price hit pockets, we expect buyers to become more active. They want to buy at that area. And we actually saw that the next day on October the 13th. The market bought. Price didn't go no lower. And then after October the 13th, the market is still inching higher in price. That's all we need to know. That this stock is still trying to go up. This stock is still being controlled by the buyers. Now, it's one thing for us to say we're still sitting on the right side of the market, but it's another thing to say that, yeah, we're sitting on the right side, but if we see price in Tesla run back up to that one sell pocket and get rejected again, then we might need to say, look, the buyers tried, they lost, they ran, they fled. We might need to play the market move to the downside in Tesla. So I think this is where the ultimate decision is going to be in Tesla as we see price try to approach this pocket again of selling. If they completely annihilate the sellers in that pocket, then yeah, Tesla will be making higher prices. Okay, so we're going to try to be on the lookout for that. Now, let's look at this on a different time frame. I want to show you the weekly chart in Tesla. Okay. And again, pretty much like what I told you on the daily chart, it's the same thing on the weekly. We are not seeing the sellers on that weekly price bar because that bar is weak. This bar does resemble sellers winning against buyers. But did they really win when the next week, what did the price do? It went right back up. So the market isn't deceiving us. the analysis is actually telling us the truth, because if this market truly was weak, then that weekly price bar that the arrow is pointing up to would not close higher, but it did. So rather than us think that the market in Tesla is weak, we need to say, look, this market is still controlled by buyers, and we're going to continue to go forward with our prediction, looking for the market to go up. That's it. So this is how you're able to tell and read the market. We're able to actually see on a seesaw on who's actually trying to move this price, because that's the ultimate goal. Nobody in this market is able to make money unless price moves. That's it. So at any given time, when a buyer or a seller is more determined, they will be more willing to push the price. That's what it's all about, pushing the price. And we can look at these pockets on a chart as places like pit stops, to where price will run down to see, hey, can I grab more liquidity of buyers so I can continue to move this market up? And if price breaks those pockets to the downside, then it tells you that those pit stops wasn't enough. The buyers didn't want to buy at those prices. We're looking at this from a dynamic of market efficiency and a regular market. That's all it is. So many people have created books, technical indicators, fundamental analysis. Like, all of this is just clouding the basics of what a stock market is. Always go back and remember that this stock market has been created ever since like the 1930s. Yeah. So what were those people doing in that time to make money in the stock market? What did they have at their disposal to figure out, is this stock a buy or not? So we need to pull back and just remain calm and easy and just look at the basic structure of what the stock is saying. That's it. Nothing more, nothing less. So that's why we're going to continue to look for Tesla to try to go up, because of these reasons that we talked about. You can look at this on the on the 11-hour chart. Like, this area right here is telling you these buyers are still interested in buying Tesla. Because every time price runs down to that pocket, we get a reaction. And that reaction is price pulling away from the buy pocket, going back up. That wouldn't happen if people didn't want to buy the stock. We would have seen the market do this if the buyers were not interested in buying the stock there. So even on the hourly chart, you can see that Tesla is being bought up still. And you should be able to see it on all of the hourly charts right here. Boom, market hit the pocket, market hit the pocket, the market is hitting the pocket, and buyers react and they buy more. That's the basics of the market right now. The market price went all the way up to the sell pocket, it reacted, came down. Price hit the sell pocket again, price reacted, went down. It's really that simple. I don't know why people make this game so complicated. I've been doing this for years, and this is the basics of what price does day in and day out. It's ridiculous of how many people is trying to make this so complex. And I guess it may be to their benefit and to our detriment of them making it complex, because that's where they make their bread. That's where they make their money. It's because they're seen as some type of expert, when in fact a true expert tries to make things as clean, easy as possible. They want to make it easy to understand. And that's why we pride ourselves on just simply looking at the basics. So now, that's it. We'll just go ahead and leave it here. We still look for price and Tesla to go up. A couple of areas I want to show you though before I go. Pretty much there's only one area I want to show you, this area right here as a potential sell pocket. Okay, so I think price is going to break that though, but I just want you all to be aware that that is a location that sellers are to. Okay, because you can tell at how many times these buyers got rejected on that pocket. We saw it on last Friday though. The buyers actually closed the price in that pocket. So I think that's why I'm saying it's not. I don't think it's going to hold. I don't think these sellers are going to hold these buyers here, which is why we're still looking for the market to go up. We'll have to be careful though as we see price try to approach this next sell pocket. All right, so that's it. I'm done. Let me know your thoughts, and as always, make sure you maintain profit. Trade different, because that is where your edge is.